Things out there in YouTube land. Not working because of the weather right now. Here where I'm at, it's very cold. The reason I'm making this channel is not for views, not for subscribers or anything. This channel will be deleted once I'm done researching this case like everyone else is. And the reason I've made this channel is that I'm tired of getting in the comments section and typing and writing and talking with people that way. And I've come across some things that aren't in videos that I think a lot of people would be interested in. So this is everything I'm about to talk about here is from the files they released. And there's 1,960 pages of them. And if anybody wants to see these, they can. I'll tell you how I found them if you want to go over there and read through them. It's a long read. So I'm just now at page 550 of this 1,960 pages. So it takes a while to get through it all. But there's a lot of stuff that we're not seeing on videos and in the interview room that you might be curious about. For instance, Chris's boss, foreman, Luke, met with agents at a Love truck stop to show them where Survey 319 was, the oil field site. And this is what's very interesting. When Luke was out there on site with them, they were interviewing Chris at that time. And here's how I know that. One of the agents is sending back photographs of the sheet they found out there. And this is before Chris Watts confessed. So the timeline is when Chris is being interviewed by Tammy, the agent, the woman, and Graham, I think his name was, the man. They found that sheet, and the detective on site sent a picture of that sheet to officers back in Frederick, and the print of the sheets matched. So at this time that they are interviewing Chris Watts, they know he's definitely guilty now. And here's the weird part. When Luke was out there with them, Chris does confess. And over the radio comes that Chris confessed. So Luke knew. Now Luke knows why he's on site. Chris's boss knows he did this. Or should I say he knew those bodies were out there. Now, at the time, I don't think they knew that the bodies were in the tanks, but they did know they were on site then. Okay? You can get all this from the files, I believe that's on page 548. I'm not sure. And here's something also strange. Once Chris confesses, both agents leave the room, and Chris's dad stays in the room. Okay? And then the interview I watched, it sped up real fast. But Chris actually asked his dad, should I call my boss and let him know I'm going to go back out there? Is what he asked them. Now this is after he's confessed. So he's in that mind state that he's going to call his boss and say, hey, I'm going to ride out there with police officers and everything. Why would that? Well, man, that's just, he's not thinking right, or that's crazy. Here's something else. When Celeste's body was recovered, Tammy, the agent that interviews and polygraphed Chris, she was on site when Celeste was pulled from the tank. She left after that, and she wasn't on site when Bella was pulled. So Tammy was out there on site. It's kind of interesting to know that. The coroner did make note that the smallest area of Celeste and Bella's body, the smallest area of their body, was 9.5 inches. So the shoulders and the hips and everything was 9.5 inches. That's the smallest area. So let's say the hips are 9.5. You know the shoulders were wider. And he did note that the hatch was 8 inches, and you know where he's going with that. Something that made me really mad is when Chris Watts' father said he believed him. That went right through me. I just didn't. The employees of Anadarko, where Chris worked, were on site when both bodies were recovered, and they put them in an area where they couldn't watch them, pull the bodies out. Now, which employees were there, it didn't say, but we do know Luke was out there, his boss. So, I just find it, so when we're watching, Chris get interviewed, the first interview and the second interview before he pleads or confesses to the crime, halfway confesses to him, but they knew because they were finding the sheets and everything. The drone flew over, and they reported back to Frederick that they do see some fresh dirt dug, and they saw the sheet. Frederick replies back, hey, take a good picture of that sheet, and when they sent the picture, they confirmed it is from this bed set. And so that's why they started really pounding Chris at that time. They definitely knew he was out there with their bed sheet, and you can put two and two together. So those are just some of the things I'm reading right now, and I'm just a third of the way through the files. I thought a lot of people might want to know this stuff. It's interesting to me. It's just a case that's captured everyone's attention, and I'll keep this channel up until I'm done reading through this. As far as I got kind of yelled at because there was a video out there that claimed that it cost $12,000 to move Chris Watts from Colorado to Wisconsin or wherever he went, wherever they took him. And I wrote in the comments section, I said I would have drugged him there for free with my truck. And somebody, I can't remember the person's name, but they said I'm no better than Chris for, saying that and blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you now, if you come to my channel and you're here to protect Chris, go away. Your comments will be deleted, whatever it is. I don't want to hear it. Okay? I don't want to hear it. This man doesn't deserve to breathe air. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel. If you don't like it, go away. Let's get that straight right now. Okay? I'm just, that's why I'm creating this channel. If you think it's wrong for people to say they would tar and feather Chris, make your own channel and protect him if you want to. I don't care, but don't do it here on mine. Alright? The guy's a fucking leech. He's a worm. He is the worst part of humanity. And that's just the way I feel. If you don't like it, boogie. I'll be back with another video the more I read into these files. You can get these files. Here's how I got it. I Googled Christopher Watts murder case. The Google pages will come up, and it says, read all 1,906 pages, Denver Post. You click on that, and the files are there. You can read it. There's all 1,960 pages. You can read away. Thanks a lot.